You're watching the newscast that gives you more in the morning. Today's Channel 6 News. Good Morning Live.
Welcome back to Good Morning Live, everybody. So most of us have been to a museum at some point, but you've probably never heard of a Reuseum. Well, lucky for us, one has opened up in Garden City, and here with us to explain what a Reuseum is David Gapin. Hi, David. Welcome to our show.
How you doing?
All right, so the first question that I have for you, can you tell us what people can find at a Reuseum?
Well, our rule of thumb is that if you're looking for something, come to us first and make sure we don't have it, because we have practically everything concerning excess electronics, industrial parts, yeah, literally.
So all kinds of different technology supplies, pretty much anything you can imagine. You know, give us some examples. Are we talking about wiring, just, you know, pieces of plastic?
Wiring of all sizes, cases, you know, boxes, electronic components, vintage, education gear. So
this is a place technology geeks are going to love for sure, but also the environmentally conscious, right?
Yeah.
Because there's a recycling component to all this.
Yeah, our philosophy is that in order to redefine what we think of as recycling, we need to figure out new ways to use it before it gets to that point, often by redeploying or, like I said, repurposing.
And maybe one way you guys are doing that, you offer a lot of workshops for people to come in and actually explore maybe how to create some of these new gadgets, I guess.
Yes.
Tell us about the robotics workshops that you guys do. I can see that you've brought some examples here with us.
Yeah, this is my way to sort of illuminate through a creative means the potential of what we hope we can bring to the world by, you know, we want to foster education and also teach, you know, our youngest generation that it's a very practical thing to do. So in order to get them sort of on board, of course, robots was my default. And
you have one of these robotics workshops coming up for the public, I guess, in September, right?
Actually, in September is our Boise Bot competition, and we have a workshop tomorrow at the Meridian Library and 2 at our shop in August.
Wonderful. Well, really quickly, let's do a demonstration.
Okay.
So tell us about this guy. You know, how did this come together? What kind of a robot is this, as you're kind of demonstrating for us?
Well, the technical term for this style of robot is a phototrope, meaning it follows light. I'm just going to get him powered on, and he's going to want to go right off the table here.
He's going to go racing off the table towards our big light.
He, oh, there we go. I think his wheel's a little bit stuck, but he is a beam robot.
But that's pretty incredible because he's basically being powered by, explain for us, the light,
He's actually powered by a 9-volt battery, but he can only see light, and so he just wants to fly right off the table here.
Now, so would this be considered like his eyes? So that's how
these are his robot eyes.
Nice.
And I made these little antennas so that if it's dark, he can sort of power himself and get maybe to a spot that's a little brighter for him.
So even in the dark, he can recognize where the light is, the lighter area, and go that way.
Yeah.
Wow. That's really cool. And how long did it take you to build this?
This is my prototype bot. So this guy has been through a couple different bodies.
He's kind of probably still a work in progress.
A couple gear trains, yeah.
All right, well, thank you so much, David. Again, David Gapin with us from the Reuseum in Garden City, and we're going to be talking more with him throughout the morning, so stay tuned. Well, much more. We'll send it back to you guys. So a lot of us have been to museums, that's pretty safe to say, but I'll bet you probably have never heard of a Reuseum. Lucky for us, one has just opened up in Garden City, and here to explain what a Reuseum is David Gapin. David, what is the Reuseum?
It's been called a mecca of electronic parts and components for tech geeks, hobbyists, collectible, you know, people who like to go down to thrift stores all the time. There's something in it for everybody. And
why did you decide you wanted to start this up?
Well, I met the guy who had the concept, and we really hit it off, and this is something that I had a lot of passion for as I was growing up. My mom always taught me, make do. Yeah. And so as I grew up, I started, you know, using found art. That's a common term. Yeah.
And there's a great recyclable component to what you guys do there, because you have all these old materials, like you mentioned, and you're basically taking them there and making something new with them. So for all of our environmentally friendly viewers, this is a great part of what you're doing.
Mm-hmm. Our ultimate goal is to avoid sending anything to the landfill, and even going straight to the recycling plant. There's still function in a lot of things that we seem to throw away.
And tell us about what you've brought with us, what you've brought with you here today. We have some robots here. You guys actually do robotics workshops and events throughout the Treasure Valley. And tell us about which ones you've got coming up, and maybe describe what we have here.
Well, these are sumo bots.
Okay.
And that's just one. They're really, really simple robotics, and the thing about our workshops is I wanted to make it very accessible, because one of our main goals is to teach kids this and have them grow up in an environment where they're not necessarily being told or told to be taught. They can learn and have fun
experiment,
and be creative.
Kind of,
yeah, exactly.
Try out their limits. And the sumo bot, so I'm guessing these are designed to compete with other robots, right?
Yeah, yeah. Good thing this one, he wants to work, but
he's working, he's getting there.
he tends to beat up the other one when he gets going. So
is this what you guys would do? I mean, you'd have competitions basically, or will have competitions where you just smash the robots together and see who wins?
Yeah, he wants to go. I think he's been beat up too.
He's struggling, maybe on his last legs.
The concept of the Boise Bot Comp is to outthink, outmaneuver, and destroy. So there's definitely a smart edge to it. There is a sporting edge to it, and we don't want to concentrate on the destroy part so much, but that's also a lot of fun. Yeah.
An added benefit. All right, not much time left, but this robotics competition you mentioned, that's happening in September, right?
Yep.
Okay, and just lastly, if people want to learn more about the Reuseum, as I mentioned, it's in Garden City, where should they go?
You can go to our website, www.reuseum.com. We have all our list of workshops and our events we're looking forward to, and a lot of representation of what you can find in our store.
All right, well, fabulous. Thank you so much, David Gapin, for joining us this morning, and of course, we want to thank you for bringing in the robots with us, and nice work here.
Thanks.
We'll send it back to you guys.